Hi students, intermediate, second year, English medium. Dear students, in this video we are going to analyze the tertiary sector. What is the tertiary sector? What is the importance of tertiary sector? Are the discussing topic in this video. Let me explain clear the importance of tertiary sector in India. Before, we want to know what is the tertiary sector. What are the factors come under the tertiary sector? First of all, we want to know. Here, any economy, if it is developed countries or developing countries or underdeveloped countries, what may be, the world economy is divided into two categories. One is developed countries and the second one is developing countries. And the underdeveloped is also process of the developing. So that's why the world countries are divided into only the two categories: developed countries and developing countries. If it is developed countries or developing countries, any economy, country means economy. According to economics, we can say economy. The other people, they can say country. Economy is divided into three sectors. One is primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. See, any economy is divided into three sectors. One is primary sector. One. Second, secondary sector. Secondary sector, and it is a tertiary sector. Once again, if it is developed countries or developing countries, which country you can take? So, any country divided into three categories. So, their categories are sectors. They are primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. Primary sector is also known as agricultural sector. Simple. Primary sector is also known as agricultural sector. It is an important sector, priority sector, agricultural basic sector. Once again, primary sector is also known as agricultural sector, and the secondary sector is also known as industrial sector. Secondary sector is also known as industrial sector, and tertiary sector is also known as a service sector. Tertiary sector is also known as service sector. So in second year economics particularly, primary sector completed agriculture. So in the agriculture, so many concepts were discussed by the previous videos. Importance, measures, and NAVOID, and so many topics were covered by primary sectors. Primary sector completed. Then secondary sector is also completed. Industrial sector, importance of industrial sector, small scale industries, industrial policy resolution. So these are also completed by the previous videos. And today in this video, I am going to analyze the tertiary sector. Tertiary sector is the third sector. It is a priority sector. The tertiary sector is always supporting to the industrial and agriculture sector. Tertiary sector always supported to industrial, agriculture and the secondary sector. So it is a tertiary sector. Okay, so it is a third sector. Tertiary sector is also known as a service sector. Here, in the service sector, health, education, transport, and banking, insurance are come under the tertiary sector or service sector. So, service sector, they can providing only the service facilities only. Try to understand. Agriculture sector, it is a production sector. In the agriculture sector, they can get some production from agriculture. It is a production sector. And the industrial sector is also production sector. So any workers, labor can work in the industrial sector, they can get some product. But it is a service sector, service orientation sector. We can't produce any goods. In the service sector, only we can provide the service facilities. Okay, so it is a service sector, not producing the goods. So the service sector, health, education, banking, insurance, hotels, restaurants, so these are all come under the tertiary sector. This is the third sector and priority sector also. You know one thing, when you go, whenever you whoever you ask to you, the country which is developed or a developing country, how can we say? Means when we discussion about the three sectors, easily we can say the position of the economy, any economy. If you want to say the position of the economy after discussing of primary, secondary and tertiary sector, ఒక దేశం బాగుందా లేదా, డెవలప్ అయ్యిందా లేదా అని చెప్పాలంటే మాత్రం ఈ మూడు సెక్టార్లను చదివితే మనకు ఆ కంట్రీ డెవలప్ అయిందా లేదా మనం చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. సో దట్స్ వై ద డిస్కషన్ ఆఫ్ ప్రైమరీ, సెకండరీ, టెర్షరీ సెక్టార్, ఈజీలీ వీ కెన్ నో ద పొజిషన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎకానమీ ఆఫ్ ఎనీ కంట్రీ. ఓకే, సో దట్స్ వై the three are the key sectors and important sectors. So here in this video, what is the importance of tertiary sector and service sector in Indian economy particularly? The total secondary economics totally it belongs to only 5% is except India. The remaining are all regarding to Indian economy. Okay, our economy. So what is the importance of tertiary sector? Say here, tertiary sector. So in the tertiary sector, what is the importance of tertiary sector in India? Say here once again, primary sector, you know, agriculture sector, second industrial sector, third service sector. Agriculture sector and industrial sector and service sector, this is called GVA, gross value added. It is a gross value added. So the country development is depends upon the gross value added. Okay, so here what is the importance, sir? What is the importance of service sector in Indian economy particularly? Means contribution to gross value added. Gross value added means agriculture sector, industrial sector and service sector. The service sector is according to 2013 and 14, 49.4% is contribute to the GVA. Simple. In the initial stage, it is only the 49.4%. 49.4%. Then it is increased to 57.8%. Simple. The income which is contribute to GVA, it is 49.4% to 57.8%. But when you compare to the developed countries, in those countries there is a 98% of income come from the contribution to gross value added. Okay, so that's why it is only 49.4%. It is increased to 57.8%, and the agriculture is 14%, and the industrial is remaining. So total we can get the gross value added. See here, contribution to gross value added, gross value contribution from service sector. So this is a census. So economic survey 2019 and 20, total transport, trade, communication, storage, it is only 18.1% income come from these sectors only. And finance, real estates is contributing only the 24.5%. And defense and other services are contributing the 15.2%. Okay, so this is the contribution of service sector to gross value added. Okay, so this is the contribution to GVA, gross value added, means ఈ సర్వీస్ సెక్టార్ నుంచి ఇంత కలుస్తుంది, మొత్తం 100 అనుకుంటే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 100 అనుకుంటే ఇంత పర్సంటేజ్ ఒక సెక్టార్ నుంచే వస్తుంది. Okay, na? So this is the first point which we analyzed, the contribution to gross value added. First one. Second one, contribution to employment. Yes, the service sector is also providing the employment opportunities. Agriculture sector, industrial sector, service sector. The service sector is also providing health, education, hotels, insurance, and trading, and restaurants. These are all providing the employment facilities also. You know one thing simple, in the rural areas, the peoples are who are providing the service facilities, traditional workers, goldsmiths, blacksmiths, and what do you say? And other service sectors are also providing the service sector. Suppose the village person who going to establishment of a hotel, the hotel is come under the service sector. Okay, so that's why nowadays the most of the peoples are migrate to agriculture to service sector, because there is no agricultural development, there is no agricultural returns, profitable returns, due to the most of the peoples are migrate from village to urban, and they can bought the only the service sector, hotels and restaurants and other service sectors, and rickshaw puller and vegetable business. So these are all come under the service sector. So that's why employment opportunities, the contribution of employment, the service sector contribute to the, in 50-51, 17.3% of people are employed in service sector only. It is increased to 26.5%. The employment, the service sector is providing the employment facilities are 26.5%, and it is increased to 31.45% in 2008. But it is the gradually increases, not rapidly. Suppose if you want to provide more and more employment opportunities in service sector, so we have to improve the service facilities. When we expansion of service facilities, automatically it is possible to provision of more and more employment opportunities. So the employment facilities to be rapidly needs to be increased. బాగా పెరగాలి, ఇంకెక్కువ కావాలి. సో ఇక్కడ సెన్సస్ చూపిస్తుంది ఓన్లీ 31.45% ఆఫ్ పీపుల్స్ ఆర్ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ఓన్లీ ద సర్వీస్ సెక్టర్. స్టిల్ నౌ most of the people are depends on agriculture sector only. Why? Because there is no alternative sources, there is no industrial employment opportunities, there is no service sector opportunities, due to the most of the people are depends on only the agriculture due to the disguised unemployment. So only the 31.45% of people depends on service sector. So that's why this is the percentage of employment of service sector. Second point. Third one, exports. Yes, we are also exporting to foreign countries. What is the exports? The one country is exporting to the goods, services to other countries are called exports, and what is the importing from other countries are called imports. Okay, sending to other countries are exports, and what is the downloading, just like we can say the what is the computer language, downloading the goods and services are called importing. Means visible items, invisible items we are going to export, we are exporting. So nearly according to census 2017-18, it is a 19.1 billions are we are exporting, we are getting the income from exporting from foreign countries, other countries. And moreover 2018 and 19 and 205.8 billions we earned from the foreign exchange by exporting the goods and services. But frankly we can say the exports are very high than the imports. The imports are very high than the exports. We are getting the more and more imports, but our export level is very low. Okay na? So the exports level should be increases, then only we can earn the foreign income, foreign exchange. So that's why even though the service sector is also providing their dominating, which is nearly $258 billion we are getting from foreign exchange by exporting the information technology, IT goods. Okay, next, foreign direct investment, FDI. What is the FDI? Means ఎంత పెట్టుబడులు పెట్టారు, వాళ్ళు మన దేశంలో ఎంత పెట్టుబడులు పెట్టారు, ఎంత ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ వచ్చింది, ఫారిన్ డైరెక్ట్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ద ఫారిన్ డైరెక్ట్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో నీడ్స్ టు హెల్ప్ఫుల్ టు ద ఎకనామిక్ డెవలప్మెంట్. Suppose if you want to establishment of number of industries, if you want to expansion of the service sector, we needs to the foreign direct investment. So it is helpful to the employment facilities. It is needs to expansion of economic growth rate. So due to our the foreign direct investment, it is a 2018 and 19, it is a 28.264 millions, the foreign direct investment. So according to the percentage, 2017-18, the 64.6 percentage. It is a percentage. And 2018, 63.7 percentage of foreign direct investment. So this is the importance of service sector in India. Okay, students, ఈ వీడియో నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి, ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ.